Brandon Aquino again. I know I just made a video on Death Stranding, but I just know that there's so many video game trailers that are out right now that just I'll just do this last one, just cause I love the Resident Evil franchise. I love all the games. Believe it or not, Resident Evil, the first one for the PlayStation, that was one of the first uh, horror games I've actually ever played. And honestly, back then, that was the most scariest thing ever, is playing Resident Evil. Just because um, the whole lock camera, the whole stiffness, like, yes, the controls weren't that great, but it just added to the horror factor of the whole game. And not that it was horrible, but just the horror of zombies, when zombies used to be so fresh in the franchise, and there was an actual story, and it's not just going around hitting the right trigger or whatever just to break a zombie's head. And no, you actually have fear because you can lose ammo, you can die in a couple hits, and you don't know what's happening around the corner. um and I feel like over the years Resident Evil has lost its touch of what it used to be. And that's not to say that it's the worst franchise ever. It's not to say that it's terrible, but personally feel like it's straying away from the horror factor to become more of an action thriller kind of genre. And honestly, that's something which I'm kind of tired of, especially with so many games nowadays that have zombies and have been doing it a lot better than Resident Evil 6. Looking at you, Resident Evil 6 have been doing a lot better than Resident Evil. And I want I want Resident Evil to come back full force. I want to bring the horror. I want it to be like Resident Evil 1, but with better controls. I know there's the remastered version, but like once you've gone through that game so many times, you want something fresh again. But you don't want to change the overall concept of what Resident Evil is. And I love Resident Evil. Okay, I grew up on that game, and I I hope with this trailer, Resident Evil 7, I hope they show me something that that will pretty much want me back into their world. So without further ado, let's check it out. Resident Evil 7 Desolation. Okay. Wow, like those cinematic graphics look really good. Like the phone could use an upgrade though. Oh my goodness, please, I don't want to see that.
She's back.
Oh, corridors, not a fan. But this is what it should be. Like the eeriness and me backing up. Ooh. Whew. Ooh, was that actual in gameplay? Oh, is this the this looks like I'm not gonna talk. That is exactly what I was talking about. Oh my goodness. Everything I talked about just before this trailer was everything that I wanted to see, and everything I've seen in this trailer is just, oh please, please, like I can't. It looks, this is how Resident Evil should be. I don't know if they're going to the whole first person view. Because that would be pretty new if they do it. And this is not counting the shooter ones. Like, like the whole game looks a million times scarier than any of the recent Resident Evils. Way scarier than, way scarier than Resident Evil 6, scarier than Resident Evil 5. It, oh my goodness, like and it's not just the graphic that makes it look so good. Trust me, it's not just graphics that make a game. But I think it's going first person. Because many of these things look like actual in-game. Yeah, I think it's first person now. Which is crazy, because it's becoming more... I hope, I don't know, it could be a good or bad thing if it follows the trend of many of these games where it's like run and hide. That could be a good or bad thing, but I personally wish, especially for a Resident Evil game, that you have some way to protect yourself. But this looks amazing. I don't want to get my hopes up, but this looks really good. If they go with this idea, because this is what Resident Evil is. Resident Evil took place in only one location. Like, I know the other Resident Evils recently, they've been going everywhere. But if you can focus down on one specific area and just create the atmosphere of that area to make it scary, then it's like, it's a whole different level. Like, yeah, you can go to these scary places, but if you just focus on this one place and you build it up from the bottom up, you can make one house seem a million times scarier than different countries, different cities. And if it's sticking to one area, one location, or at least somewhere within the area, as long as it's not too far, but if they build it up within that house is the main place of like horrors, I think that would make it so much more scarier. Because I remember in Resident Evil 1, I was freaking out in that mansion just because there were so many secrets. And that's the thing, there's so much you can discover in an area, and you learn. Like, yes, you can go to these places and learn about how the virus spread and what's going on, but when you find out all the dark secrets in a certain place, that's scary, because you're going to be stuck in the area for the entire game. So you're living with those fears coming to life. And oh my goodness, this game looks amazing. I don't want to get my hopes up. But from this trailer that I see, it's amazing. It's amazing. I can't say it looks terrible, because it doesn't. The graphics have increased and upgraded so much to the point where it's like, is this really gonna be a console game? Like, I know the graphics aren't gonna be the same compared to PC, but just looking at it, it's a beauty. Like, just the god rays, and it's just, oh my goodness, I can't wait. Okay, January 2017. January is when my birthday is, so you know what I'm getting: a birthday cake, candles, and some Resident Evil 7. Trust me, that's gonna be on the list. Santa, you better, if you're watching this, you better get me that. But but yeah, Resident Evil 7. I'm excited for it. Uh, but you know what? Those are all gonna review for tonight. I can't. I could review all night, but I can't. Anyways, guys, I'll catch you in a bit, and have a good night, good morning, good day, good work, whatever. Take care.